Want to show them your stickers? Why do you have so many stickers?
Because I've been good at the hospital.
Yeah.
I remember the first moment that the doctor told us that something was wrong like it was yesterday. It's one of the moments that replays in my mind all of the time. Finn was born with congenital heart disease. We found out at my 19-week anatomy scan with him. He ended up spending about the first 8 months of his life in the hospital, and he endured 10 surgeries during that time. Now he is up to 18 procedures, so we are frequent visitors of the hospital. The journey emotionally with Finn has just been really, really tough, but the things that have been able to get me through it are the support and donations through the Starlight Children's Foundation. When Finn was in the hospital, instead of a bed, he was able to sleep in a radio flyer wagon for 5 solid weeks supplied by Starlight. You could not understand the pure joy of that. Starlight was able to give them the opportunity to be a normal kid. And we celebrate in every single one of those moments.
One of the most stressful moments for a child when they're hospitalized is taking off their clothes and putting on a hospital gown.
The Starlight hospital gowns are kid-inspired and kid-created gowns. These gowns are an awesome way to really make kids stay here unique and special.
We partnered with a number of brands and taken their iconic characters and put it on the gowns.
I love it because it has all my favorite characters from Nintendo on it.
We see a kid wearing the Starlight gowns. You could tell that they feel better about walking around the hospital and something that they really love. They kind of feel like little superheroes.
Playing games makes me happy. You can play with your friends, and it takes your mind off things in the real world.
The fun centers are all the best games and all the best parts rolled into one.
It does help in the healing process because it makes him happy.
It's like a little escape for us as parents also.
It just takes the conversation away from the next scan or the next treatment or the next dressing change.
And when I was playing with her, I felt very overjoyed because it was taking away my sister's pain.
And we know there's a direct correlation between happiness and outcomes after surgery.
And I don't know how many relationships I've built using that machine right there.
The doctors and the clinical staff treat the illness or the injury. What we provide at Starlight is the happiness.
Hey, Tammy. Oh, you want me to hold your hand?
We got diagnosed, and I just remember it was one of the most overwhelming things that I'd ever had happen because I knew I couldn't take care of Demi.
Back in 2019, it was April 5th that she was diagnosed. She went from a normal, happy little girl running around to crying all the time, just wanting to be held. She had 2.5 years of chemo. Then she had probably 30 to 40 spinal taps through this whole process.
When you see your little girl sitting in a hospital bed, you know she's not feeling good. So you need every bit of joy or happiness that anybody can provide you at that point.
Turn it, here, I'll hold it. Turn it around like that.
At Starlight, the stuff they provided for us was huge. We needed that.
They'd come in every day and they'd say, "Do you know what this box is? Demi, what do you want to play with today? What do you want to do today?"
They have this big treasure box that is full of toys, and I can decide which one I want.
I don't think there's words to describe the love and the support that we've seen. It's just been incredible, beyond thankful. I just treasure every minute now.
Cancer is so dark. We've been able to come out on the other end. We want people to know that there's hope.
The Starlight Experience VR machines are awesome. They provide kids with an immersive experience. If we put this headset on a kid's head, all of a sudden they're transported to outer space or into the woods, or they can go all around the world and kind of travel with these things all while they're confined to their hospital bed. When kids have to do a procedure at the hospital, it can be scary. This VR allows them to kind of escape from that situation. So not only are these fun just to bring into the room and have fun, but they really have a therapeutic value for kids going through a tough procedure or a tough treatment, to put these on and kind of escape from that for a little bit.
I want to be a horse trainer, but I mainly want to be a pediatric oncologist. I just really want to help more kids get better and live a full life. When I was really little, they diagnosed me with an autoimmune digestive disease.
In the first year of her diagnosis, she had 4 endoscopies under general anesthesia.
There are risks that come along with general anesthesia.
All right, Miss Kyla, we're going to get started.
In Kyla's case, she's using virtual reality in place of general anesthesia to successfully tolerate her endoscopies. The impact of the child's life in that situation is profound.
Doing great, Kyla.
I get the VR goggles and the numbing medicine. There's a little tube that goes down your esophagus, and they do it super fast. My last one was like 3 minutes.
How does virtual reality work to reduce pain? The more I can engage you in that virtual experience, the less your brain is able to perceive the pain signals, and they might as well not exist.
She doesn't dread going to the hospital anymore, and neither do I. It's been an amazing change in the management of her condition for us.
Good girl.
Kyrell's story, I was working a lot. I was coming home late. I never got to see them grow up. Until he was diagnosed with cancer. When the doctor walked in and told me, we found 1 cancer cell in the microscope. And that's all it took. That changed everything. The first 90 days of after he was diagnosed, he had a rough start. He had to go through speech therapy, physical therapy, occupational therapy. The hospital wasn't fun for Kai until they introduced Starlight Children's Foundation. The nurse came in and brought in we. You could see in their faces like, oh, okay, or we have something to do. He didn't feel like a patient. His longtime friends today are the ones who was with him when he was diagnosed, because he kept connected with them through Starlight game consoles. I'm grateful that there are so many good people out there who is willing to give their time, their effort for children like my son.
How'd that feel? Feel good? Yeah. Lots of tickles? You did so good. Yeah. So great. Are we keeping the custard or not? Keeping.
Thank you for delivering happiness for kids like me.